and all that stuff, and there's no shame about it. But the music plays a very role in it when it glorifies, I'm a pimp. And the sister said, I'm a bad beat. And she got all this money, and she's showing that she's traveling and all this stuff. And this is what a bad beat produces. And this is what a pimp produces. But the music industry, brother, and I can't blame all the way out, brother, because there was a shift in the paradigm in 1992, brother, when the record industry, brother, came together and said, black folks, if you study 1992 and all of the black folks was coming back together, we were singing songs like Fight the Power, we were singing Public Enemy. We were talking about uniting.
We all in the same game.
We're all in the same game. And then as we the momentum of us uniting started to go, the record industry said, no, we want you to start talking about filth. And that's how you'll make money. We want to talk about F the police. We want you to start talking about Too Short. Became very famous with the word beat. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that they promoted for people who was hurting financially. You might have to come on right now, Patrick.
I'm not from around there.
You've heard me. Guess what? This is the way for me to feed my family. Okay, I'll sell out.
And it's funny that you say that. Because remember, at one point, doing what the record company wanted you to do was selling out. Losing your individuality, and they was selling out. But now, speaking up for your people is selling out. How crazy is that, man? You're right. It was selling out, doing what the record company wanted you to do. If they wanted you to wear a blue rag or a red rag or be a vice lord or a gangster disciple, that was selling out. Because you selling out the community. Now, if you don't do that, you selling out. Wow. I never even thought about it. Well, finish. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, brother. There's no interruption at all, brother. I don't talk just to hear myself talking. I love conversation, brother, because right. I get more when I'm listening than when I'm talking. It's just a thing that we gotta take our accountability in our role. We ain't gotta blame nobody else. I can't blame the brother who making it still without looking at myself. What am I doing to combat that feel for my family members? Have some of this stuff call a tune to me? Yeah, it did with me. And I find myself singing these songs with my children. So I ain't guilt free. I ain't guilt free of it at all. But we got to start and become accountable of what we've done, what we're doing, so we can make better decisions by way of our actions, brother. Mm-hmm. I ain't mad at the brother who want to make some money and take his family out of poverty. I ain't mad at him. And nobody came to him and showed him the right way. I ain't mad at him. We just got to get more responsible in leading our youth.
And you know what?
Brother,
okay.
I'm going to say this, I'm going to leave it alone. Brother, we were some of the worst, how can I put it, toughest kids, period. Mm-hmm. We didn't fear nothing.
At all.
But if Mr. Brown came out by himself, and Mr. Brown came out of his house by himself and said, get off my grass, that's what we did.
Right.
We got off his grass. Because we respected authority and we respected a man when we seen one.
Man, I got a couple more minutes in the show, and this is a question I'm gonna ask all my guests because I want people to understand who they listening to. And that question is, what is your blessing to the world?
My message to the world, brother, is that I don't want my life to be in vain. And when I say that, God gave me a gift to be a gift to others. I want to be found leaving this earth, extending all of my gifts that He gave me, so that I made whatever contribution for the betterment of humanity and my people. That's my message to the world. I don't put myself on a pedestal, and I damn sure don't let nobody else do it. Because when they do that, once they exalt you to a place you don't belong, any little thing that you do in error, our people are ready and cocked and aimed. Aha! I knew it. I knew that such and such wasn't. No, man. I keep myself where I'm supposed to be. I'm a brother and sister who's striving to be better, but I got some worse parts of me, or I wouldn't have to strive to be better. So I got to clean up the worst parts of me, and in the process, I can't stop doing the work.
That's awesome. Hey, I got an active chat room, and I put the question out there. Do they have any questions? My brother, DJ Knox, he said, asked you about, did you see the Who Killed Malcolm X documentary, and how do you feel about it?
Brother, I was just watching a video about Malcolm X, and this video is when the minister and Betty Shabazz came back together and united. Let me tell you this, brother, so we can just tell all that.
Actually,
the truth about the matter.
Hold it. Before you go there, let me interrupt. Actually, the documentary on Netflix kind of washed away blame from the Nation of Islam. They made it seem like this was a rogue group of dudes. And the only thing, you got to check it out. You got to check it out. Simply because, Mike, this, from what they show, it's a 4-part.
Well, I'm a part.
It was a 4 or 5 part series.
I might have to, brother. I might have to, but I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of us in the Nation of Islam have been boycotting Netflix because of how they treated the minister with Netflix. So I haven't watched nothing on Netflix.
Oh, okay. I knew nothing about that boycott. I knew nothing about that boycott.
Yeah. A lot of us have been boycotting it, brother, because the minister had a very powerful pieces on there.
Okay.
And especially when it comes to dealing with his music, and very powerful. And they didn't want the world to see this. The minister music in his album, he worked with every artist from Snoop Dogg to Caucasian, and they didn't want the world to know that minister worked with the brother in the industry to the Caucasian. They didn't want that unity to be seen. But I will say this about the situation with Malcolm, and I don't want to do no disjustice to it. Every brother that said they in the nation ain't a brother. The agents send brothers into every organization that we in, not just the Nation of Islam. So when we start to get positive momentum and we start building with one another, here comes the agents to cause mischief between brotherhood.
Yes.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, and actually, they documented that. One of the brothers that was standing there was a federal. If you ever seen a picture of a man giving Brother Malcolm mouth-to-mouth resuscitation after he got shot, he is an FBI agent. I'm telling you, this might be the one time that mainstream media did right by the Nation of Islam. They said some things that a lot of brothers may not like, but they made it an individual thing more than an organizational thing, and they showed how the FBI basically kept pouring gas on the situation and let the emotion of human beings override clear thinking.
And let me ask you this, brother, because I haven't seen this.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you all a question.
Okay.
In that documentary, did they show that the real reason why Malcolm was killed is because that he and Elijah Muhammad was coming to reconcile, and they couldn't have that?
They didn't mention that.
Will tell you that.
But they did mention the fact that Brother Malcolm was reaching out to the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad to make peace, and how they were intercepting letters through the post office and sending fake letters to the minister, to the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And the only thing I didn't like about this documentary is, for years, people have been laying the death of Malcolm X at the feet of the Most Honorable Louis Farrakhan. And throughout this entire documentary, his name did not come up once. They only showed a picture of him sitting next to, it was like the front row of Savior's Day. That's the only time I seen his face. And that's the only thing that I didn't like, is that y'all know this man's name has been muddied up for the last 55 years, and y'all didn't. They pointed the arrow at this one brother, and you can pretty much tell he was protected. Well, they didn't even say pretty much. You could clearly see this man was protected by the United States federal government to do what, it was a hit. But they never cleared the Most Honorable Louis Farrakhan's name. And that's the only thing I didn't like about this documentary. They pretty much was like, and then they even had brothers on there that said, hey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad never said, kept saying. You had a couple brothers on there say, hey, it was said, don't do it. A sister who's a member of the NOI, it was told, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it. But then they had this other brother that said, hey, there was some brothers in the Nation of Islam throughout the country that was mad, and they was going to do it no matter what he said. So they let you know that this was a rogue campaign, not an order from the top.
Yes, sir.
I think you would, as a brother who's in the Nation of Islam, I think you would appreciate it. Like I said, the only thing I didn't like, it was a couple things I didn't like, but one of the things I didn't like is the fact that y'all pretty much pinpointed who did it, and this man has never, the two innocent brothers who were in the Nation of Islam went to jail for this crime. One brother who did it, they caught him with the gun at the place. They had a description of they had the dude who allegedly did it, who they come to the conclusion had the shotgun. The description of him was a 5'10", 6 foot tall, heavy set, dark skinned black man, and a light skinned brother with green eyes, and a skinny brother, dark skinned, got arrested and did 20 years. Yeah, that's dope. I think you appreciate it, Mike. I really think you will appreciate it if you watched it. Again, they didn't pull no punches. They said a couple things, but hey, if you call yourself trying to tell the truth, there's gonna be some stuff that you don't want to hear. But they didn't. They never drug the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad's name through the mud. They never said any. They never even said the name Most Honorable Louis Farrakhan. It was primarily focused on these three brothers who were acting on their own mission. Well, four brothers. One of them got caught, and he said those brothers that y'all got arrested were not with me. And the federal